Happy holidays. I'm wishing a very happy and relaxing holiday to you and your family. And before you go off enjoying your holiday, I've got a video here about overcoming your fear of being visible. If you can relate to this, if you're watching this on the replay or right now, just comment below. I'll tell you personally how I got over it to show up and do videos just like this. You've probably seen all the workshops that I've done for over the years, and I'm an introvert, and I had a huge fear of being visible. And part of this was I'm learning from my own work with my own coach, my trauma coach, and being in certain masterminds as I take a step back and observe my own thoughts of why I play small, why I hide. And it a lot has to do with not so much me being an introvert. So if you're an introvert, raise your hand. But it has more to do with what my brain and what my nervous system, so just that unconscious response at times, considers to be safe. Now, this is pretty mind-blowing to me when I first heard it. It seems very simple on the surface, but when you think about it and you actually start to track ways that you show up in your business or don't show up on your business, and thoughts you're thinking before you take action or don't take action. Like, for example, if you want to teach this very workshop that's been percolating in your brain for some time, but you actually haven't put it in the calendar yet, or maybe you put it in the calendar but you didn't market it, it could come back to either what you were thinking, what you were believing about yourself, sometimes what you were feeling as well. Sometimes the thoughts and the feelings come together very quickly. Sometimes a thought causes a feeling. Sometimes a belief causes a feeling, and that can cause your nervous system to freeze, right? Or maybe you go into fawn, people pleasing, thinking, oh, this isn't what they want to hear. They want to hear this. No one signed up for it. It's the wrong type of program. No one wants my work. So then you go into kind of the self-bashing, when really you are an amazing practitioner. Your quality of work, the content that you put out, your offers that you put out are perfect. How do I know? Because other practitioners putting out very similar offers, because really there is some uniqueness in all that we do, but there's a lot of overlap too. And other practitioners are selling very similar programs and offers. So it's not what you're doing, it's how you're doing or what you're not doing. And it can be tracked to the thoughts and beliefs. So I've got an exercise for you to bring it from a little of the esoteric, a little bit of very intellectual, like, okay, I kind of get it, but what do I actually do, to the practical. Okay, you ready? And also the podcast is a great complement to this. So if you, podcast is the same title, it just came out earlier this week. So it provides a slightly different perspective. And it goes into my story about how 20 years ago, I didn't grow my personal training business because I had a fear of being visible on the personal training floor. And instead, I was a personal trainer, massage therapist, and instead I put all my energy and marketing into my massage business, because, and I didn't even know what I was doing, but my massage business grew because I was working in a cave. So I go into some details about that, some of my thoughts about that, and how I eventually, grew a successful massage business 20 years ago. It got so successful, that's how I finally decided to go to PT school, because I could only do so many physical massages a day, and I was 25 years old. I remember being like, oh, as I grow older, like the amount of massages I'm going to be able to do is just going to decrease, right? So this is not scalable. So I decided to go to PT school and figure out how to get more to the root source of some of my clients' issues, like migraines, low back pain, and use more tools other than my hands. And that's how I kind of ended up with this broad range of spectrum of modalities that I work with to offer ambitious adults that really care for their health and entrepreneurs that are growing their business. So here's the exercise. Grab out a piece of paper and you're going to make 2 columns. And think of something specific that you want to do, but you feel held back for some reason. You maybe want to make a post on social media, but you're afraid of being judged. You want to do a Facebook Live, but you're afraid of how you're going to appear on the video. You want to do a workshop, and you're afraid that you have enough value to bring to the table, or maybe it's you're afraid of giving away all your great information away for free or low cost. Write down one specific thing that you want to do in early, so first quarter 2022. Write it down, whatever it is, workshop, class, some type of marketing, and write down all the thoughts that you have about that particular object, topic, event. And now write down in another column, write down someone that you admire, someone that you see their business or you see what they're doing and you're like, man, I wish I could be like her. You know, maybe it's just thoughts about like doing Facebook Lives and having a group like I do. Or I work with a lot of clients and they often compare their business in the first year to my business in year 6. So maybe it's my business, right? Or someone you admire on social media, or a friend or a colleague. Write down all the thoughts that you have about them and what they're capable of. And you might want to pause this and you can write down the steps and then you can come back at a different time. After you do that, then here's the aha, the awakening. The thoughts that you have about that person, that business that you admire, they're all possible for you too. So what if you thought those same thoughts about your own business, about that event, about that social media post, about your capabilities? What comes up in your mind when I say that? What are the buts, the resistance, the obstacles that come up? Sometimes the excuses, the reasons that come up of why you can't think those same thoughts about yourself that you would for someone else. This is huge. This is where the work is. So if you were my client or in my mastermind, then I really be working with you on creating a belief plan around making those thoughts that you have for the other person believable about for yourself. And that is the work, my friend. So today's work is to unearth or uncover those thoughts and beliefs that are holding you back from doing what really could potentially light you up, grow your business, create success for you, and also looking at truly what you desire, because we're all one, right? What you're really seeing and perceiving in that other person is already something that you see a hint, a glimmer of in yourself. So there's already a spark of believability. So it's not going to just be like some random external mantra or affirmation you're pulling from someone else's brain. You're actually pulling the believable thought from your own brain and making an awareness that it's possible for you too. And then you got to catch yourself when you're in disbelief. And that is the work in creating the belief plan. So if you want help with the belief plan, you want help with launching that first workshop, or getting better about your marketing plan, getting more visible, creating a plan, then just sign up for a free consult call, a free strategy call. I'm happy to help you in any way. We'll create a plan for 2022 and mark in your calendars. The Awakened Mastermind is starting in March March 1st of 2022. I'm only taking 5 people. It's going to be a very small, intimate group so I can work with you closely on growing your business while caring for your health and enjoying life in the process. So there's 6 modules: the body, the brain, the bank account, and the 3 modules that are needed for your business, the foundation for your business, the marketing, the selling, and the delivering. So we're going to be working on all that. So it's a holistic vision for your business for 2022. It's a 6-month commitment. The person that you walk into the program with is not going to be the same person that you walk out of it. We're going to do brain inside out, leveling up. All right, so if you're interested in that at all, the only way to get in is through a consult call, because again, I really want to make sure the people that are coming into the mastermind are going to be a cohesive group to make sure that they're the right fit. And there's no judgment. If it's not the right fit in terms of you, here's how you know if you're a right fit. If you're 100% committed to your business, that does not mean that you have to be working 100% on your business. You can still have a job that's paying the bills. You could still be working towards creating or even starting that business. I can be the person that lays the foundation for you, but you just have to be 100% committed to growing the business in 2022, no matter where you're starting from. So you're coming in with the belief that you're going to start a business and grow it. So an entrepreneur that is on the wellness side of things, so you can be a health coach, a life coach, yoga teacher, healthcare provider that wants to bring wellness into their business. So the way that I approach this is a very holistic way, where it's not just another modality that you have, like classes or wellness programs that you have to market and fill. We have it become a facet, a part of your overall vision for your business. So the solopreneur or someone with a small team, then you're the perfect fit for this mastermind. So if you are interested, then just sign up for a consult call, and we'll get you in so you're ready to start for the March date. If you sign up early, you do get some extra bonuses to carry you through the month of January and February. So you get an extra 90-minute onboarding call and 2 extra 30-minute calls to really start the work right at the start of the new year. And if you're not a fit, then we'll make a plan. If you do want to be a fit, we can make a plan so you're ready for the next round when I launch again. Or I'll give you a referral to a coach or a practitioner that would be the best fit for you. So we'll figure out exactly where you are, and either way, regardless, I'll help you. So no obligation to commit. It's all up to you and your dreams. So that's what I have for you today. I'm wishing you happy holidays. And next week I'm traveling. So I'm actually, the next 2 weeks I'm traveling. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to pop in or not. It just depends on internet and if I'm in a quiet place, since it's not my own house that I'm staying in. I'm staying with family. So we'll see how it goes. If I have a moment to pop in, I will. But in the meantime, you can do the work from this video, and you can also tune into the podcast or watch previous videos that you might have missed from the past. So still some work to do, or sign up for the strategy call, because I am doing strategy calls the first week of the year, and I think next week might be booked, but you can reach out to me. We'll figure that out or not. All right. Hi, Will. How's it going? I hope you have a great, happy holiday. I'm wishing you Happy New Year. All right. I'll see you in a couple weeks for sure, and maybe a surprise pop-up next week and or the week after. So much love to you. Happy 2022. Bye.